welcome back. Due to Windows 10 having to expire, going the way of the Dodo bird shortly, I swapped out some computers and basically took the computer that I'm on now and removed Windows 10 and installed Arch Linux. So this is running on Arch Linux through Steam. And the last time in the last video that we played, there was a 1.56 update and we had to start our journey over. And when I installed Steam on Arch Linux, I went into one of my other profiles, this Mad Chathy one, and found that it reset the route that I was on and I had to pick a new one. And I don't know if it's going to do that to the one that I've been playing, where it's more realism with real money for, or not real money, but contracts for more realistic money. There we go. And I don't know if it's going to make me start that journey over that we had already started. So far it looks like it didn't. One of the things I want to point out is this realistic rain, because when 1.56 came out, it was incompatible, and I created a tutorial on how to make it so it is compatible. So when an update comes out for American Truck Simulator and a mod becomes incompatible, how to make that compatible so you don't have to wait for the creator of the mod to do that. You can do that yourself. So please check out that video if you would like to know how to do that. And the steps are the same in Windows and Linux. The path is different, and I point that out, where to go, what path to take for Windows and then for Linux. So on that note, let's get out of this window, because everything is compatible now. And let's continue our career and see if it's going to make us start a new journey. I'm afraid it might. So, putting in my password here. I know there's a way to copy your profile over, so you don't have to go through all those steps again. But I did not do that. So we will take a little time and make sure everything is set up for us, and then we will hit the road. Just gotta wait for this load screen to go. And I will probably delete this out just to save time, not having to watch it. Loading, 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 loading. Oh, look at that. It did not make us change. We are still hauling the utility poles. Right on. But because this is a new install and I didn't copy the stuff over, we are going to go to our keys and buttons. We are going to set up a cruise control, and I like to go the up arrow to increase the cruising control, the down arrow to decrease it, and I use my mouse buttons to do my shifting, And I think that's it. I think that's all I do. Okay, and then some of the options here, I want to say I crash every time when I use the air brake simulation. But one of these times we'll turn that on and I'll start getting used to it. But I'm looking for the realistic gasoline. Realistic fuel consumption, and that's already selected. Awesome. All right, let's get back to here. Let's continue our journey. This is awesome. We are able to pick up where we left off. We picked up in Boise, Idaho, and we are going to Cape Girardeau. And I know I'm not pronouncing that right. So we started up over here, and we're going to continue our way to here. So we're almost there. We should be able to finish this in this video and pick up a new job. Oh, and I forgot to switch. We'll see in the video, but I just may have to delete that whole part we just did because I don't know if it was in the actual video or not. So we're going to do and make sure we are capturing this. All right. So if we take this exit right out of here, we get back on the highway. So we're fully rested, fully fueled. We should be able to get there on this stretch. Whoa, don't run into them. Of course, I'm not going to make it. Well, that's embarrassing. We'll just take up the whole road. I'm guessing I should have exited back onto this road down farther. Let's turn on our brights so we see where we're going. Got the cruise control set. Helps if I shift. Maybe I should have it be automatic. Then I won't forget to shift. Oh, I had to install OBS from scratch again and reset everything up because I tried exporting from the other computer and importing into this computer, but it didn't work. So I ended up making the scenes and sources and everything from scratch again. And I forgot to add the camera input so you could all see my ugly mug. I'll do that for the next video. I'll get that added back in on the next one. So for this one, you can thank your lucky stars. You don't have to look at me. Now, I know you'll all miss the beard until the next video, but don't worry, you'll make it. Now our goal this time is to stay above 10,500. The first goal was to stay above 11,000, but that didn't work. So now we're going to attempt to stay above 10,500. Suppose I can shift to the last gear. This is a 12 speed. How mad do you think the truckers ahead of me would be with my brights still on? There. Will be nice. Do you know what I forgot to reset? I forgot to set up my resume cruise control or resume speed. So if we go back to the buttons, go down to cruise control resume. We're going to make it that button. Sweet. Now we can hit the button and resume cruise control. Oh, except we better slow down. We don't want no ticket. Now I'm taking up the whole road. Now we want to stay in this lane. Turn our brights on so we can see where we're going. Ooh, we want to go down to 55. So on this profile, and with all the realistic stuff installed, I think if I go 5 miles over, I still get a ticket. So in this one, we just go the speed limit. It's funny how dark it is in front of us, and then you look in the mirror, and it's like almost bright like day. But I'll give the video camera the credit on that, since these are like video mirrors. Although I think it does it with just the regular mirrors as well. Oh, better slow down. And we're going to go to St. Louis. We're going to take that exit. Just trying to follow the GPS there. And give the truck a little more power and shift down. Now we can bump up the speed to 55. And get in one of these other lanes. The Popo. Alright, we can bypass the way station. Bye! Hello? And goodbye. Let's bump the speed back up. Be there in 5 hours and 28 minutes, and we have 10 hours of drive time. So we got plenty of time. It's Wednesday, 2:36 a.m., and we don't need to be there until 9:07 p.m. So that'll work out pretty good. And we should be good on gas. And then we'll see where we're headed off to next. Whoa, we gotta move over. What? They didn't even get on the highway. They're just going around in a circle. Up one side, back down the other. Up one side, back down the other. Ooh, some construction. We better slow our butts down. Do not want a ticket in a construction area. A little too close to that truck in front of us. Columbia discovered. All right, we're going to resume cruise control. Bump it down to 60. We're almost there. Maybe we can make it without getting a ticket or running into anything. We are getting closer to our destination. 4 hours to go. I looked it up, and 1 hour in-game time is 3 minutes real time. So per 3 minutes real time is 1 hour game time. So when it says we got 3 hours to go, that means we have 9 hours in game, or 9 minutes in real time. So 3 hours in game would be 9 minutes real time. Just wanted to make sure I said that right, since I almost messed it up. No cars coming down that ramp. Just 1 second. All right. Sorry about that. I had my brights still on. I forgot about that. Don't want to make AI mad, or they might come at me Terminator style. Oh, bump up our speed. Go the speed limit. Oh man, too bad you can't buy lottery tickets in this game. That's like the second or third bypass we were able to do. Gotta like it. Oh, better slow down. We don't want a ticket. We're almost there. St. Louis discovered. We're almost to our destination, and I do not want to get a ticket. Slow her down a little more. We can leave our brights off. Let's see, we're going to stay on this highway here. I imagine this would be a good time to go through any big city. 5:30 in the morning. Oh, better slow down again. No tickets. No tickets. Wonder if we can get this photo op. Let's try it here. Go to media, photo mode. It's on this side. Oh yeah, the gateway arch. Can we even get high enough? We'll still get it, but nice. Whoa, stay in our lane. Or, oh. Oh, I so do not want to do this. Because I don't actually think they would block off the whole highway unless there's a bad accident. If it was bad enough, or whatever was going on was bad enough, I suppose they would in real life, but I think they would try to keep at least one lane open. Let's bump our cruise control back up to 60. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. I meant to hit the blinker. Now we're 65. Ugh, we added another hour onto our trip. I'm sure that happens. Get to a road where they say you can't, that it's not no trucks allowed, or if your truck is over the weight limit they have set for the road, and then I'm sure you have to like find a different route and go around, and I'm sure it's annoying as all get out. Because in the game, it's annoying to me. Here's our turnaround spot. Up here. Want to go that away. Ooh, look at that, green light. Maybe we'll even make this green light. Maybe, 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 maybe. Close enough. Turn on that cruise control and cruise on down the road. Oh, look how much close we are to needing to sleep again. We got 5 hours on the clock left. We should get there before then. Should have got in that lane a lot sooner than what I did, but oh well. Downshift, give ourselves a little more power there. No, now we can go that speed. It's ever changing. Oh, look at that. We can bypass another one. We need to buy a lottery ticket in this game. We are lucking out. I still would like to know if you can just stay on the highway like this, even with the system where it notifies you if you need to stop and weigh, or if you have to slow down and drive through the drive-through lane, even if you don't have to get weighed. And if you don't have to get weighed and you can bypass, why would they still make you drive through that lane, even if you're just passing through? Doesn't make any sense. But if you don't have to, then that's awesome. Let me know down in the comments how that works in real life. Stay in your lane. So, of course, I mentioned in the past videos that I use a keyboard and mouse to do my steering and shifting. I use the keyboard to steer and other buttons, of course. And then I use the mouse to shift up and down. We are here. And so steering with the keyboard is not as smooth as with the steering wheel. You know, with the shifter and the gas pedal and all that stuff. Maybe one of these days I can get a setup like that and then get a camera set up so everyone can see. Oh! Fart. That's what I was trying to avoid. Well, at least we're still above 10,300. Oh, man. Could you imagine if I turned on the air brake to simulate the air brakes? Hey. It's my turn. The truck was going to go in front of me. What was I saying? Oh yeah. I'm not even doing the air brake simulation and I still run into people. Could you imagine if I turned that air brake simulation on? That's all I would do is run into people. Well, and I know that because I've already done it on my other profile. One of these videos, if you're interested, one of these videos, I'll show you the other profile. There's no mods on that one. It's just the base game. Base game with, the different states and stuff. Make me stop for half a second. Should have slowed down sooner, and then I could have just rolled through. Cape Girardeau. I don't even know how to pronounce that. Pay attention to what's in front of me. Oh, I can't believe I ran into the back of that car. Almost there. We can manage to stay out of any more accidents. Look at that old car, that old truck. Nice. All right, see where we need to park this trailer. We're gonna park it right there, or at least try. Oh, watch out for the fence. Did I not? I don't know that I turned soon enough. Well, maybe. Maybe. Oh, am I going to get this on the first one? I don't know if it'll take it. Nope. That's all right. Well, that's all right. Okay, so I need to go this way. Nice. All right. Got some XP off of that. Some money. 1581. 2300 XP. All right. Excellent. Didn't have any damage, so let's go up another on this one because eventually we'll get to the plus 4% reward. All right. I'm the only driver. So, not much to do there. But let's look and see. At this rate, I'm not going to be able to buy a truck for a while, I don't think. Got to get those tickets down so I'm not getting so much. That one probably wouldn't be too bad. Day cab, traveling across the nation in a day cab, why not? I do not like driving the Western Star. No offense to those who do. Look at that one. Ooh, that might not be a bad one. For 38. Oh, I should probably have at least that much times at least 1.5. Or do I take out a loan and get that? I mean, there's a lot of work that needs to be done on it. Yeah, probably. And I gotta have to fix it up, so it's gonna be more than 3,800. Might as well spend more and get a newer one. Or one that isn't run down as much. In real life. I don't know if it would be the same way or not. They want so much for trucks, Is it worth doing that much? I mean, that's just a day cab. Interesting to hear what different truckers look for when they're buying a truck, whether they decide to go new or whether they decide to go used. You know, 109, some wear and tear on it. Probably gonna have to buy a cheaper one, and hopefully we don't have to pull in too many times to get inspected. All right, let's see where we're going next. Let's keep on trucking. All right, so price. So we got 1603 going from Texarkana to the Dallas and Oregon. So basically heading back the other way. What is price per mile distance? Oh, here's St. Louis to Indio, California. Look at that route. I like that. Let's do that one. We're going to be driving a Mack Pinnacle, 505 horsepower, 18 speed. How about that, huh? Let's take it. All right. We're going to look around the truck, turn our lights on so we don't get dinged for that. Looks good. Brakes work. Hazards work. Windshield wipers work. I think we're ready. There's the sleeper. Nice tall sleeper. You could do jumping jacks in there. We are going to need to get out that way. Pretty filled up with gas, so we shouldn't need to stop for that. That is not a way out. We'll just do a U-turn right here in the lot. Start out right from the beginning. Dump truck coming. All right. Let's roll. We're going to discover this Western Star. Whoa, is it starting to rain? See some water sprinkles on the windshield. Do not hit me. Starting to rain. Let's turn our windshield wipers on. You know, I think this is the first time it's rained for me in the realistic rain mod. All right, we can bypass. The bus needs to figure out if they're going to pass or not. And we don't want to get too close to that truck in front of us. Rolla. We're gonna roll on out of here. Go. We are staying above $11,900. Whoa. Not if we don't get away from that car. We're staying above $11,900. Ooh, it's done raining, turning into a beautiful day. Almost got in an accident there. Did you see that? Hey, I turned those off. You know, it'd be awesome to have that deal where you have the tracker on you, and then when you turn your head, the camera in the game turns, so you wouldn't need to use the mouse or the keyboard to do that. Because that last time, this is the keyboard turning. Looking either way. It's weird. It's awkward. Suppose I better do something about my speed here. Give the truck some power. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. So we got 11 hours. We need to be there by Saturday, 12:19 p.m., and it's Wednesday. Springfield. Better slow down. Check something here. Turn our cruise control back on. Oh, whoa, whoa, we do not want to speed or run into anyone. We are staying above 11,900. Pretty scenery. We're on our way to California. Whoa, what was that? Should have adjusted these mirrors. But Jeep is trying to cause us to have an accident. Not gonna happen, Jeep. There's a Peterbilt dealer. Why? Why are you braking here? Really? Oh my goodness. Really? There isn't even a reason to brake or to slow down. Like, I understand being ready for different things, but in real life, no one would have hit their brakes. They would have kept on zooming by. That is the AI. AI needs to be adjusted. That should not have happened. It is what it is. Now we're down to 11,781. So let's stay above 11,780. Whoa. Alright, we're gonna go this way. See, that almost didn't make that turn. Oh, we got a traffic jam up here. Let's get over in this other lane. Do not know why they're slowing down there. Try not to do this kind of driving, but I didn't not want to get another accident. Ooh, look at that. Coca-Cola. Pepsi's where it's at. Pepsi all the way. Coca-Cola has no taste. Gotta slow down for this, because gotta merge right. Bump up our cruise control. Alright, we made it through there. We're going to hit another toll. Now when you have your own truck, I'm guessing you gotta pay for those tolls. So either you bypass the toll road or you just do it anyway. Slow down so we don't get another speeding ticket. Of course, the last one was a crash ticket, not a speeding ticket. Alright, well, hey, I want to thank everyone for watching this video. Thank you for joining me and going along on this adventure, more Cowbell Gaming. And we will end this video here and pick up where we left off in the next video. So you all take care, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you again.